Hi everyone, welcome to the Plantlife podcast. My name is Dana and today is all about diffusing. If you're new to the world of essential oils, it can seem daunting. Each oil has its own values and qualities and there are so many ways to use them, where do you even start? I always recommend starting out by diffusing. So if you'd like to learn more about things like diffusing and its benefits, how to make a blend for your diffuser, or what should and shouldn't be diffused, keep on listening. If you haven't used a diffuser before, you may have at least seen them online or in a store. They come in a variety of different styles and even different types of diffusers. Some of the common types are nebulizers, ultrasonic, passive, and heat diffusers, and all of them have positives and negatives. A nebulizer, or nebulizing diffuser, works using air pressure and a small tube to create pressurized steam that disperses the oil into a fine mist. It does not use heat or water to diffuse. A downside is that these may be pretty costly for the beginner essential oil enthusiast. They are also made with glass parts that can break easily. The next type of diffuser is ultrasonic. These types of diffusers use water and vibration to break the oil particles into small molecules and disperses it into the air in a fine mist of water and oil. A good ultrasonic diffuser won't leave water residue from the mist, but you will have to clean often to prevent the oil from eroding the plastic or gunking up the working parts. These diffusers also come in different sized water basins. Bigger water basins means that you can add more essential oil, making it better for larger rooms than smaller water basins. Passive diffusers are diffusers that don't use electricity, but sit passive and let the essential oil evaporate into the air as the oil turns from a liquid to a gas. Some examples are ceramic ornaments for essential oils or reed diffusers. These are great, but a few downsides is that the oil may evaporate quickly since essential oils are volatile and they do not throw the scent very far. Passive diffusers are typically for smaller rooms or closets or drawers. The last type of diffuser is a heat diffuser. These are typically oil burners, where you put the oil in a basin with water and light a candle underneath, but can also be oil warmers or lamps that use power instead of flame. The downside to heat diffusers is extreme heat can change the composition of the oil, which may remove some of the aromatherapy benefit. Diffusers are a great way to start with essential oils and aromatherapy, because when you diffuse an essential oil, there are aromatherapy benefits, often referred to as inhalation. The olfactory bulb, which is what registers smell, and the limbic system, which are the nerves in the brain that control emotions, memory, learning, and mood, are directly connected. So when you smell an essential oil, not only are you receiving pleasant aromas, but certain compounds that are in the oils are absorbed into your olfactory system as well. Many essential oils can affect emotional response depending on their composition. Citrus oils like grapefruit, lemon, and lime have uplifting properties, whereas oils like lavender, valerian root, or chamomile are calming. Lavender oil has been used in a lot of different studies for stress, anxiety, and mood, and many have showed that it does have a positive effect. This is likely due to the presence of the compounds linalool and linaloyl acetate in lavender that have been shown to have anti-anxiety and antidepressant effects. Studies have been done on other oils as well, such as the study done at the Kyoto Prefectural University of Medicine on the effects of bergamot oil. It showed that diffusing bergamot oil for 15 minutes had a positive impact on negative emotions and fatigue. Another study by the University Clinic of Neurology at the Medical University of Vienna in Austria also showed improved mood and decreased anxiety when diffusing orange and lavender oils for patients at a dental office. You don't need a diffuser to enjoy the benefits of aromatherapy, but it does make it easier, and they look great too. That brings us to what to use in your diffuser. For aromatherapy, only 100% pure essential oils should be used. We often have questions regarding if carrier oils, massage oils, or blends of essential oils and carrier oils can be used, but unfortunately, you should not use any of those in an ultrasonic diffuser. However, carrier oils can make a great base for passive diffusers. Because of the evaporation rate of essential oils, you can use a carrier oil such as sweet almond to dilute the oil and make it last longer, but this will decrease the aroma a bit. Fragrance oils are another thing that you should avoid using in an electric diffuser. Fragrance oils are synthetic oils that can smell like just about anything. These types of oils can be too heavy for a diffuser and can damage the working parts. You could use a fragrance oil in a passive diffuser, but there are also no aromatherapy benefits of these oils because they are made from chemicals. When choosing an oil or oils for your diffuser, look on the label to see if it says 100% pure essential oil, or look for the Latin or botanical names of the plant oil. To use a diffuser, you can use a single note essential oil, which is just one oil, or an essential oil blend, which is a synergy of multiple essential oils. For passive diffusers, you can just use the oil and fill it up, or a combination of a carrier oil and essential oil, like mentioned earlier. The ratio doesn't really matter, it's mostly up to your preference. For ultrasonic diffusers, the general rule of thumb is 3 to 5 drops per 100 milliliters of water. For example, if you have a Plantlife flower diffuser, it holds 400 milliliters of water, so you would add 12 to 20 drops of essential oil. You can add more oil if you prefer a stronger aroma, but too much oil can clog the diffuser. After you are done diffusing, make sure to empty out any leftover water and wipe out the basin. You don't need to clean an ultrasonic diffuser after every time you use it, but it should be cleaned fairly often. If you are changing essential oils or blends, you may want to clean the diffuser to prevent any crossover smells. Making your own blend is an exciting next step in aromatherapy. Now that you have a diffuser, you can customize your own aromas to suit your needs. There are a ton of recipes on the internet, and we often post new recipe ideas on our Pinterest at pinterest.com/plantlifeinc. An example of a blend you can try out is our Time to Unwind blend, which is 2 drops lavender, 2 drops lemon, and 2 drops of rosemary. To create a blend, add all of the drops of essential oil into an empty bottle, replace the cap, shake, and then let sit for a while. We recommend at least a few hours for all the oils to homogenize. Then add as many drops of the new blend as you need to the diffuser. Sometimes a whole recipe is only 5 drops, so there isn't enough oil to diffuse. If that's the case, then simply multiply the recipe into an amount that you want to make. For example, if a recipe has 2 drops of 3 different oils and you want to make 5 times that amount, you will add 10 drops of each oil for a total of 30 drops to an empty bottle. You can add each oil directly to the diffuser without blending them first, but it won't smell exactly the same. For best results making a blend, we recommend mixing first and then adding to the diffuser. Making blends can be fun, so get creative. Think about each oil and its benefits, and what complements each property. Like in the recipe mentioned earlier, all of those oils have relaxing properties, so they work well together. Another thing to focus on is if an oil is a top, middle, or base note. Top notes are the first note you smell but fade away quickly, whereas base notes will hold the smell for longer. This goes into perfumery, so it can get a little complicated, but finding a balance and creating something you like is an exciting challenge. If you feel overwhelmed, just start with a recipe and make slight changes to suit your preference. To buy pure essential oils you can use for diffusing or diffusers, visit us at www.plantlife.net. If you'd like to see more about how to use essential oils, blend recipes, DIYs, and more, check out our blog on our website or follow us on Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Don't miss a podcast episode by subscribing to us on YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes, or Spotify. Thanks for joining me today on this week's podcast. I appreciate you listening, and leave me a comment for any other topics you'd like to see discussed. See you next time.